It's like, girl. I don't know if this is ever going to work out with you. I feel like we have this discussion at least, 3 times a month where we discuss what is the actual probability and possibility of Nene Leakes returning to the Housewives. And I don't believe it to be high unless a little bit more time goes, because we do know that Sister Girl did sue the network and she called the figurehead a racist, along with the fact that, Wendy Williams, who's going through a lot of health challenges, she, weaponized that and said that sis needs to drain her ankles. All because Wendy said that didn't nobody want to watch a spinoff with her and Greg. Rest in peace to Greg. Nene retweeted Tracy Butler and said, it's amazing to me how everyone can get an opportunity to return to these housewife shows, but Nene Leakes. Now, listen, it's interesting the timing because let's just go ahead and get into Brandi Glanville. Brandi Glanville, her problematic ass, okay? She's hinting at a, possible Real Housewives of Beverly Hills return because she went onto her Instagram stories talking about, I just received the most amazing Christmas gift. Santa Claus came early. And then she showed us a little video of her holding this small ass, ugly ass, dusty ass, plastic ass diamond. And it's like, Brandi, you and your wig, get out of my life. Brandi, you and your wig, get out of my damn life. Brandi Glanville is borderline racist. I don't care what nobody say. Okay, Joyce, it's a resurfaced clip of Joyce. I believe she was a Latino woman on season 4 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She did an interview a while ago with Heather McDonald, the podcaster. And basically she told Heather, Brandi Glanville once told her off camera that, why don't you join the Real Housewives of Miami? Why don't you be with the rest of the Miami women, the rest of the Latino women in Miami? Why are you here in Beverly Hills? And it's like, sis, so you need to be white and blonde to be on Beverly Hills. I mean, Brandi Glanville, and I believe she said it because Brandi Glanville is spacey. She's less than smart. She doesn't have a lot going on up there. So I believe she said it. I do. And I want her to try it with Garcelle. I want her to try it with Garcelle so Garcelle can cuss her ass out. Garcelle, I'm going to need you to stop being nice. I'm going to need you to stop trying to be like this pillar for black women. I'm going to need you to step off this pedestal. I'm going to need you to, sometimes you have to play into these stereotypes, okay? And let these know what's up. I'm totally kidding. Brandi Glanville, in my opinion, is borderline racist. And she went on to the Ultimate Girls Trip and she befriended Phaedra and Eva and thought that we, forgot that she told that girl that, she can't swim because she's a person of color. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. So I say all of that to say, first things first, Nene Leakes, you quit the damn show. You did not get fired. You got demoted. After you got demoted, you then quit. Now, you can look at this from 2 different perspectives. You can look at it from a retaliation respect, or you can look at it from, creative differences, creative license respect. Maybe Nene Leakes did something behind the scenes that the producers and the network didn't like. Therefore, they retaliated against her by giving her a reduced role. Maybe the producers just creatively didn't see it for Nene Leakes and decided to go in a different direction. Probably it was a mix of both, honestly, which I think is unfortunate. But I view The Real Housewives as it's like a TV show. It's like a scripted show. It's like a soap opera. It's like Grey's Anatomy. If I want to kill off Mr. McDreamy, whatever the fuck his name is, I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. If I want to kill him off, or if I want to make him move to Arizona and then come back on assignment as a traveling nurse or traveling doctor, I don't know, then, that's what I want to do as the writer, as the producer, as the director of the fucking show. Right? Writers, producers, directors, they have creative license to kill anybody off, give anybody a reduced role, create a whole new show, rewrite the show. That's just the industry. That's Hollywood. I think Nene views it as retaliation, which it could have been that. They could have saw her, out there, she was showing up late to set and, she was, whatchamacallit. What else was she doing? She ripped the guy's shirt, his Hanes t-shirt, still never replaced it, sent him to the dentist allegedly, stuff like that. And maybe she was being a diva behind the scenes. Maybe she had a bad attitude. Maybe she was being difficult. Maybe now she says on her YouTube channel, I believe, or somewhere, that every year, it seems like the narrative is that Nene is stalling because she's negotiating her contract and she's being difficult. But I think Nene alluded to the fact that it may have been Bravo stalling on her contract because they wanted to give her less and less and less and less. And maybe they wanted to give you less and less and less because they didn't think that you was worth, whatever you were asking for or the raises, or I don't know. All we can do is really speculate at this point because none of us know. But she ended up calling the folks racist. She said that, Andy is a racist, that Wendy is a crackhead, a cokehead, that she needs to drain her cankles. And then, they offered her 6 episodes. She didn't want to take the 6 episodes. They offered Cynthia 6 episodes as well. Was that a hostile work environment for Cynthia? Was that, discrimination when it came to Cynthia as well? But yeah, so, that's what they do. When they don't want you, they demote you. And, they hope that you quit and you did exactly what they wanted. I would have stayed, child. Y'all want to give me 6 episodes? I'm going to make it to where you can't have 1 episode without me. If you are a central part of the show, right? Like Tanya, they kept using Tanya as they kept using her life with Paul, her marriage, and, they brought the cookie lady around and they exaggerated things that really weren't even that dramatic because people kept using her for storylines, right? That's my opinion. The same thing with, who else? Yvonne. Yvonne was whack. Yvonne was lame. But Yvonne, she was a part of such a pertinent storyline that it's no matter how lame she was, they had to use her and they had to keep bringing her back and they had to keep, they brought her to the reunion because she was such a central part of the entire season. So it's as a friend, that's what you want. I feel like that is what really makes a good friend. LaToya is another good example of a friend that kind of used her reduced role to really infiltrate the show and make it to where y'all have to put me in every episode. I signed on for 6, but now you got to pay me for 20. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation. And then she sued the network. Okay, she sued NBC Universal. She sued Bravo. She sued the executives, including Andy Cohen and some of the producers. She named Kim Zolciak in the lawsuit, talking about she done said the N-word and said that she didn't want to eat barbecue ribs and chicken with black folks in Deshaun's backyard. Now Nene is wondering, well, why is it that Kim Zolciak can film a scene, but I can't? Well, they allowed you 6 episodes. You didn't take it. I mean, I'm just saying. And this is not me saying that NBC Universal didn't act in retaliation. This is not me saying that it's not a hostile work environment. This is not me saying that they're not racist or they don't have discriminative practices. I'm not saying that. I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know what the inner workings are. That very may well be the case. But all I'm speaking to is what I know and what I've seen. And from what I've seen, it kind of looked like, if it was a hostile work environment, it seems as though a lot of the times Nene was the hostility. I mean, I'm just saying, and this is my opinion, and y'all not finna bully me out of my opinion. Now, I see a lot of folks throughout this whole situation, and I'm just pivoting at this point. Okay, so that's that. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I see a lot of folks attacking the blogs and the bloggers and the outlets and stuff like that, and they've had opinions about Megan, and they've questioned Megan. And listen, I have supported Megan throughout this whole ordeal, and I was in the barbershop fighting with straight men. Finna box with them because they're sitting up here talking about Megan is a liar and Megan lied about being shot and she wasn't shot and Tory Lanez is this and he's innocent and yada, 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 and this, that, and the third, et cetera, et cetera. And I've been on YouTube and I've been in group chats arguing with folks for 2+ years. I've been arguing with people for 2+ years about Megan Thee Stallion and how she's a victim and she didn't deserve to get shot and she deserves justice and all of this other bullshit. I don't think we should invalidate Megan's, her experience. But at the same time, if these bloggers and if these commentators and if these podcasts, y'all want to, it's levels to canceling, right? And of course, if someone says something controversial or if someone says something that you disagree with, we all have a right to rebut and to give our differing opinion and to have a dissenting view or whatever the case may be. But I feel like, especially, I've seen it with this Megan thing. It's like, if you even question Megan, it's like, you're canceled. You need to apologize. You need to do this. You need to do that. Now, y'all gonna hate me for this, right? Because I'm Team Megan. I was Team Megan throughout the whole thing. But what y'all are trying to do to Zachary Campbell, I think is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. He is a commentator. He gives out his opinion. He gives out his thoughts. And if he has a thought of doubt when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion and is not sure if she lied or about something or not, I feel like y'all, all of this backlash he's receiving, I just kind of feel like it's OD. I feel like the backlash is not really fitting what he actually did. I mean, in my opinion, y'all need to keep that same energy with Kanye West. A lot of the folks that are silent about Kanye West want to get all up in Zachary's ass. You have folks going after Kelly Rowland and fucking Sierra because Sierra and Kelly Rowland stood up for Chris Brown but didn't stand up for Megan Thee Stallion publicly. I kind of feel like that is crazy. It's crazy. First off, Kelly Rowland, Chris Brown, and whatchamacallit, Sierra, they're all from like the same era, right? You know, Kelly Rowland has been in the industry a little bit longer than the other two, but Sierra, Kelly Rowland, and Chris Brown were very prominent in the music industry in the early mid 2000s. I think Chris Brown came out in 2005. Destiny's Child had one of their biggest albums in 2005, and Sierra was doing 1-2 Step and all that other stuff. They're contemporaries with Chris Brown. Megan Thee Stallion just came out. Shit, she was shot 2 years ago. Before that, she was only famous about a year or two before that. I mean, I first heard of Megan Thee Stallion, I think in 18, 19, something like that. She got shot in 2020. They don't know that lady, and they don't have to be an activist. They don't have to come out and publicly support Megan Thee Stallion. They can support her privately or not support her at all. They don't have to get involved with something that doesn't have anything to do with them. So the fact that y'all trying to like hold people accountable who have nothing to do with anything, I just find to be a little bit weird. I mean, I'm just saying, I just kind of feel like that's crazy. It's like, if you're not the biggest Megan supporter, then it's like, cancel. And it's like, no. Y'all need to calm down with that. Like, okay, I sound like Jason Lee. Cancel culture. I do believe that people should be held accountable. I'm the first one to say you have to hold people accountable for, yes, even their opinions, their words, what they put out into the universe, stuff like that. Hold people accountable. It's accountability culture, not cancel culture. But I just kind of feel like Joe Budden needs to apologize for saying that he don't like Megan Thee Stallion because he just don't like her. I just kind of feel like it's crazy. Like, everyone deserves the right not to like somebody because they don't, just because. It's so many people that I don't like just because I don't like them. Ain't never met half of these people, but I don't like them. It's some of y'all's favorite YouTubers and content creators. I don't like them. Do I have a reason to? Not really. I just saw something that I didn't like and I don't like them because I don't like them. Now, just because you don't like somebody, you don't invalidate their victimhood, but you still have the right to say, I don't like her and I don't like him. So people are receiving backlash for not liking people when y'all like when y'all dislike perfectly fine people all the time. I mean, it's just kind of crazy to me. And then y'all support very problematic people. So listen, that's just my 2 cents. I just kind of feel like it's a bit OD. I feel like, you know, you have to decipher like what is really, you know, worth backlash. And I'm not saying those people don't deserve backlash, but I kind of feel like it's an overwhelming backlash that I just don't like. It's crazy to me. Like Harry Styles, for example, you know, he's receiving backlash because he wore in a recent magazine cover a teddy bear t-shirt, and he was posed next to what it looked like a twin size bed or something like that. So they're trying to correlate it to I almost said Givenchy. What's the Balenciaga? And their saga with the teddy bear and the kids. And they're trying to like, there's backlash about that. And I'm like, really? Like, a lot of you guys are reaching. You know what I mean? I'm the first. Listen, I'm the first person. I will be the first person to claim racist. I'm the first person to claim misogynist. I'm the first person to blame or to claim anti-black. I'm the first one to be like problematic, cancel. You need to be held accountable. I'm the first person. I am the first person. But when I see this wave of when we start trashing Sierra for not publicly supporting Megan Thee Stallion, I'm like, okay, y'all are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The elevator is not going up to the top floor. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And these are the same folks that are upset that Chrisette Michele got canceled for what's his face for performing at what's his face Agent Orange's inauguration. I'm like, y'all are such hypocrites. Y'all talk out to both sides of y'all necks. Anyways, that's my time. I'm gonna go ahead and log off. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day. Bye, you guys.